What do Royal Worcester marks mean? If you have ever come across a piece of Royal Worcester porcelain and wondered what the marks mean, you are not alone. Understanding these marks can greatly enhance your appreciation of these beautiful items. Royal Worcester marks are a series of symbols, letters, and numbers that provide important information about the piece. They help identify its authenticity, date of manufacture, and sometimes even the artist or pattern. The history of Royal Worcester marks dates back to 1751 when Dr. John Wall founded the factory in Worcester, England. In the early years, marks were less standardized and often featured a crescent shape before 1783. Starting in 1793, the factory began marking pieces more clearly with the factory name, which made identification easier for collectors. The first official, Royal Worcester, marks came into play after the company restructured in 1862, becoming more common around 1867. These early marks typically included a circle with the number 51 in the center, representing the founding year, along with a crown above or attached to the circle. By 1876, the crown was shown resting directly on the circle. As time went on, Royal Worcester developed a more detailed marking system to help date pieces accurately. Between 1915 and 1948, the marks remained consistent in design but included additional letters, dots, or asterisks below the circle to indicate the production year. For example, dots or letters were added under the main mark to specify the exact year within this range. From 1949 to 1963, the factory used a letter W combined with an increasing number of dots to denote the year of manufacture. The first year, 1950, was marked with a W, while 1951 had W plus 1 dot, and this continued up to 13 dots for 1963. This system allowed collectors to pinpoint the year a piece was made accurately. Between 1928 and 1941, additional shapes like open squares, diamonds, and division signs were introduced as part of the dating code. These symbols refine the identification process even further. The color of the marks has also changed over time. Early marks came in various colors, but from 1940 to onward, black or gold became the standard. In the late 20th century, marks evolved to include more detailed information, such as issue numbers, series names, designer names, lithographer numbers, and date codes. The marks from the 1980s were more elaborate, and by 1990, the factory stamps featured a letter R beneath the mark along with lithographer identification. Royal Worcester marks can also indicate the type of ware, such as earthenware or vitreous porcelain, although these sometimes lack date codes, making them harder to identify. Artist signatures often appear on hand-painted pieces, especially from the 20th century onward, adding further collectible value. For collectors and antique enthusiasts, understanding Royal Worcester marks is essential for authenticating genuine pieces, dating items accurately, identifying specific patterns or artists, and distinguishing between different materials and production methods. These marks serve as a detailed code revealing the origin, age, and sometimes the artist or pattern of a piece. Knowing how to read these marks can significantly enhance your collecting experience and appreciation for Royal Worcester porcelain.